Very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and joining in once again for this webinar. Again, we are here to learn more about any one tool which can help us, and this time it's MS Excel. And we have our panelists. And again, one thing more which I have to say is that we are highly encouraged by the response which we are receiving, the CTF is receiving, for the people who want to participate and actually lead the webinars. So this today we have Anshul Raheja, who's going to lead the seminar and webinar for us, and he's going to explain the MS Excel to all of us. And I'm so glad that we all are coming together as a community and we are helping one another to learn, explore, and be, tech savvy, which, the technology which we used to be scared of, now it is something which we enjoy doing. It's so encouraging to receive the messages where they keep asking, are we having a seminar on Sunday or not? And I think it's really, it makes us feel very, very happy. So once again, thank you so much for all the support and encouragement. And we would like to welcome Anshul, who's going to lead us through the MS Excel. Welcome, Anshul. And you are on mute, Anshul.
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, everybody. MS Excel is not a new thing for all of us. We have all been working on it since long, but today we'll be doing certain simple tools in MS Excel. So, ma'am, shall we start with it?
And we just want to let the attendees know, the participants know, this would be a very basic MS Excel workshop, and this would not be having, the tedious tools which we will learn later. All right, advanced tools nahi hai isme, basics for the beginners hai. So please, I know a few of you would be, already familiar with MS Excel. I would say, I request all of you to be patient and, at least see what it is there. And if you find it interesting, please continue. Otherwise, if you feel that you're already familiar with the things, I think then help us out the next time, because that would be the advanced training the next time. So Anshul, if you could just specify what all would you be covering up today?
Yeah, today, ma'am, we'll be doing just the basic things, how to format, how to create cells and rows, and how to put up the data. And first we'll be taking one subject. Suppose I am teaching accountancy, we'll be taking the entire process right from the first term, first weekly test to the end, to the annual examination, how the entire data is being compiled. And most probably we find it easy compiling data for class 10th and 12th, but what is the difficult task is a bit complicated task is for class 11th. Yes. So we'll be focusing on class 11th only today. And suppose if I'm teaching a particular section and how to compile the result, how to analyze those results, the basic analysis, which student is scoring more, which student is scoring less, which student needs more attention, the grading pattern, how to give grades, we'll be doing that one.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for specifying what all will be covered today. So what we understand is, as teachers, we have the data. We conduct so many tests, right? We have all the data of these students with us, but then what do we do with the data? Can that data be analyzed by using simple tools, right, on Excel, and how it can help us to plan our extra classes, remediation, and the fact that how to have conversations with the students when we know that we've analyzed the data, how to have a conversation with them, telling them about how much percentage of marks they have by the written test, that is your weekly test, and how much more they need to work harder after half yearly, or how do they have to manage themselves in the final exams. So this tool is useful as much as you want it to be useful. ये आप जितना इसको use करोगे उतना ही ये useful tool है. जितनी analysis आप इससे करोगे उतना further ये आपको help करेगा. But it in itself, the data does not say anything until unless we analyze it and we kind of make it meaningful for our students. And we all do everything to make sure our students succeed. And that's why we thought this would be a good tool for the teachers to have and teachers to learn, So we all can actually start using it for analyzing the results of our students. So over to you, Anshul. All the best.
Okay. So now I'll be sharing one Excel sheet, and first I'll be showing how does that works, and then I'll be showing you how that has been formatted. Ma'am, is the screen visible? Excel sheet is visible?
Yes, we are just Hanji. Absolutely, it is visible, Ji.
Okay. So the topic is result sheet preparation, just the result sheet preparation with basic analysis in MS Excel. So I have taken a sample data, a sample marking scheme, which has been provided by one of the schools. Your school may have a different marking scheme altogether, but you can modify it accordingly. In this marking scheme, this assessment scheme, what we have taken, since there are two terms in an year, term 1 and term 2, what we have considered is, suppose there in term 1, there are two weekly tests, two monthly tests, or any two types of short examination of like 30 marks, 25 marks, and there is one half yearly. And same is with the term 2, there are again two weekly tests or two small exams of 30 or 25 marks and an annual exam. This is the pattern which we usually follow in most of the schools. And then in place of 2, you may have 3 also. So we can consider accordingly, we can modify the formulations. Then further in term 1, suppose we have to prepare the result for term 1. The grading pattern of term 1 will include 15%. Out of the 2 weekly tests which a child has given, we'll be selecting one best one. We'll be giving them an option to perform. There are certain situations in which a child is unable to give one of the exams. So what we do, we give them an option, it is okay. So one best weekly test we'll be selecting, and we'll be considering only 15% weightage of that exam. Only 15% weightage of that exam will be undertaken. And for the half yearlies, 85% of the total 100 marks exam will be taken to compile the result of term 1. This is how we'll be preparing the term 1 result. So this is just an example. The percentage or the ratio could be different as per your school. It could be 20%, 20, 80, 30, 70. That is just a numerical figure, and you can modify it. And in term 2 also, the separate result for term 2, if we want to consider the separate result for term 2, again, we'll be considering 15% of one of the best weekly tests which we have taken, and 85% of the annual examination. This is how most of the schools follow for class 11, assessment for class 11, because the result for term 1 as well as term 2 is undertaken to prepare the final consolidated result. So in case term 1 and term 2, now there are two terms to prepare the consolidated result. To prepare this consolidated result, I have taken that, suppose a school gives 30% weightage to term 1 and 70% weightage to term 2. I'll request you all to, you may take a screenshot of this so that it is, it is easy for you to understand at a later stage. Okay, so this
Anshul,
is 30%.
as I understand, you are talking about teaching us how to manage the 15% of your weekly test and 85% weightage to the half yearly exam. That would be considered as 100 in all. And
Yes,
then similar steps you will teach us for term 2. And then
Yes.
you will teach us how to prepare the consolidated result with a 30% weightage being given to term 1 and a 70% weightage being given to term 2, right?
Yes, ma'am. Again, first we'll be converting our weekly test into 100% and half yearly into 100%, and then taking 15 plus 85. Again for term 2 also 15 plus 85 out of converting them into 100%, and then we have 100% for term 1 and 100% for term 2 available with us. So we'll be reducing that first term 1 into 30%, and second term 2, that second term 2 will be converted into 70%. So this is how we'll be doing it.
I'm sure most of us would benefit from it, because I think this is where we struggle. How to, keep calculating the marks and the percentage and the weightages. Thank you so much. This will be a great thing for us to learn.
Then coming to how you will be recording the basic data entry for the weekly test 1. Suppose this is the list of 20 students I have taken. You are teaching class 11th, one section. If you are teaching more than one section, you can prepare, just copy and paste, and you can just add on or modify the details. So first I'll be showing you how this entire sheet is working. Suppose this is the weekly test result sheet for section B of a particular school, class 11. So what I have done, I have noted down 20 names. Okay, and then correspondingly there are marks out of 30 have been allotted to them. Suppose this is Aditi, then this is Anil. So I have allotted marks to them. So whatever their score is, actual score will be written in this sheet. Okay. And you can modify the sheet. We'll be explaining how we have made the sheet further on. Then first out, if it could be 25 also, it could be 30 also. Here I have taken 30 marks. So first what I have done, I have converted this 30 marks weightage into 100% by dividing it by 30 and multiplying it by 100. If it is 25, again, you can divide by 25 and multiply it by 100 accordingly. So now what in this D column, what I have got is I've got 100%. I've got marks of weekly test 1 out of 100 of each and every child. So this is what I have done first. Then second, I have prepared the result. What is this result? Since we want to consider ki suppose a child that is getting less than 33% is considered to be failing in that particular weekly test. So I put up a formula. I'll be explaining you this formula on a later stage. First, let's see what this entire sheet is working out accordingly. Then the result column shows whether a student is scoring less than 30% or more than 33% marks. If he is scoring more than 33% marks, the result column automatically displays pass. And if it is less than 33%, it displays fail. You don't have to write it pass or fail. It is being done automatically by Excel. We have applied a certain formula and it is being done automatically by Excel. Suppose now if you have 40 students also, you have to just apply that formula only once. Okay? And you can just copy and paste that formula. Now coming to what is this green and blue marks. The green marks show, suppose there are a set of students in a particular class. Suppose we understand that there are 80 percenters. Okay, of course, there are students who are getting more than 80. So I have marked by using, again, a certain formula has been used here. This is known as conditional formatting. So a certain formula has been used in which it automatically displays a student who has been scoring more than 80%. It displays it with a green mark. And a student scoring less than 40%, again, that student also needs more attention. Okay, so that
I will keep asking you in between. Okay, so that, you know, like I'm clarifying. So what I understood is that minute these percentages are calculated, these colors will also start appearing because we've—
yes, ma'am, automatically.
So we don't really have to fill it in or anything. So this kind of, when I look at it, I can easily tell there are 3 students who have scored less than 40, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students who've scored more than 80. So that gives me a great idea where my class lies. That's
good. As there are certain students, because certain students, just see this student, this is Mitali, roll number 10. She's getting 83% marks. I think if we work upon these students and we can raise their standards also. And there are certain students who are scoring less than 40%. Again, these students need special attention otherwise. This is the thing, ma'am. Now, after this conditional formatting, which we have done, so what more information which we are getting from the sheet is, we have just fill up this. This is the only data entry, this column. This column C is the only data that you have entered. Rest, everything is automated. Then coming to the basic analysis, ki how much students appeared in the class. This is again formulation based. We have counted the total number of students who appeared in the exams or were present in the class, and how much students have passed. It is again automatically calculated. We don't have to count it. And the number of students who have failed, and the percentage, the pass percentage of class and the fail percentage of class. It is also been noted here. So this is the entire data for weekly test 1. Ma'am, should we move further?
We can, would you want to explain how did you do it with the conditional formatting, or would you want to take it up later?
Ma'am, later on. First, let me explain the entire sheet. How is it working? Then I'll be taking it up. Then again, you can, since you have prepared it for weekly test 1, there is nothing else to be done. You just can copy and paste it and copy to another sheet, another worksheet. You can create another worksheet in Excel only. How is it created? You can just right click on it and new worksheet, insert. When you say insert a new worksheet, it will give you an option of insert a new worksheet. Okay, and automatically a new worksheet will be included. This is how you can see. This is sheet 3. For the timing, I am deleting it. So anytime first sheet you have created, you can just copy and paste it, and the blank columns. And again, what you have to do now, again, you have to just give the marks for weekly test 2. You just have to enter the marks in column this. See, when I'll be changing this marks, just see it. When the Aditi is getting 15, the percentage out of becomes 50%. Suppose she's getting 5. So she becomes fail, and it is automatically converted into blue sign. Suppose this student is getting 24. Okay, and now since it is greater than 80, the students scoring greater than 80 have been marked with a green signal. So now if I change the marks to 25, it automatically becomes green. This is how it is working. So again, I have to just change the marks of weekly test 2, and no more changes have to be made. Okay, since I've already prepared this sheet in weekly test 1, I don't have to work upon it again and again. Again, the entire sheet will be working on its own. This time, see, you can see there are the passed percentage is 84, and the number of students who have passed is 16. Okay, and total number of students in, I think there must be some problem with this because it is showing total 9. Let me check. This is D5. See, there is a very important thing in Excel which you have to notice. The cell numbering should be very accurate. A little bit of mistake can change the entire data. See, now it is correct. Okay, the total number of students is 20. The total number of passed students is 16, and the students who have failed is 4. So it is just copy and paste from weekly test 1. Ma'am, should we move further, ma'am, to half yearly exams?
Yes, please. I think it's pretty clear. We can go ahead. It's quite interesting.
Then coming to half yearly exam. Now, what is the situation in half yearly exams is what to consider. 2 components this exam. One is the theory portion, that is most probably in most of the cases is 80 marks only for accountancy and business studies if we talk about, and practical component is 15. So basically what schools give and what the CBSE guidelines are, a student has to score at least 33% marks in theory exam. This is the major factor which we have to consider. While preparing result, most of the teachers, what mistake do? They consider the total marks instead of taking just the theory marks percentage. So if a student is although maybe scoring 20 out of 20 in practical marks, but if he's unable to score 33% marks in his theory exam, he will be considered fail, and he has to give a retest as per CBSE guidelines. So he has to clear his theory exam by securing at least 33%. So this sheet has been prepared accordingly to know whether a student is clearing his theory exam or not. So again, we can just formulate these. We can just write down, this is half yearly exams list. Again, these are basic data entry. This time we have created 2 columns. Column C shows the theory marks which are out of 80, and column D shows practical marks which are out of 15. Now in column E, which you can see, we have calculated this by applying a formula of total. We have added these 2 marks, that is theory and practical. We have added them because again, for report card purposes and for analysis purposes, we also need total marks also. So now we have created 1 column. Again, this has been done automatically. Then again, coming to the percentage of theory marks. Now what is this? Now I applied this percentage has been applied only to theory, because there is hardly anything called failing in practical exams. So major analysis is being considered as a theory exam. If a student is failing in theory exam, so we need to consider that student, and a retest or anything else, a remedial measure should be taken. So this percentage has been calculated based on theory exams. So again, we'll be seeing this formulation, and this time you can see this pink bar shows the number of students securing less than 80% marks, and this orange mark shows percentage of students securing less than 40 marks. Again, I need to clear out this key. Again, I have prepared this based on theory marks only. If you want to apply this formula to the total marks, you can do so also. In this case, there is no need to calculate percentage of total marks because these are already out of 100, and this is the percentage only. In column E, there is no need in this case to calculate the percentage of theory marks out of 100, as these marks are out of 100 only. So there is no need. So it is automatically showing what percentage a child has got overall. Then again, we have applied this formula analysis, basic analysis, ki how much students are passing the exam and how much students are failing in the exam. So this again shows, again, this pass and fail formula we have applied. again to the 33%. Again, this has been applied to the theory marks. Okay, you can accordingly change if you want to consider the student pass or fail on the basis of total marks. You can accordingly change the formula. Ma'am, shall we move further? I think it is clear.
Yes. I think
okay. Now comes the main part, that is the compilation. Now you have done with the weekly test 1, you have done with weekly test 2, and you have done with the half yearly exam. Now it times comes for the preparation of report card. You want to submit the final result. As a subject teacher, it is quite a hectic task. And since we have done this, what you can do, there are two components. If you want to copy or paste the data from earlier sheets, you can do that also. But what I have, so that there isn't any error, for that what I have done, prepared this consolidated result sheet. In this, what I have done, I have linked this sheet to the earlier sheets automatically, since this is not data entry. Okay, this time these columns are not data entry. This column has been automatically filled. So now if you have already prepared this sheet in the beginning of the year, in the beginning of the session, you don't have to worry about the deadlines, meeting deadlines. What you have to do, you have to come to this sheet, weekly test 1, you have to just fill up the data for marks. And then for weekly test 2, you have to fill up the data for marks. And same is the case with half yearly sheet. You have to just fill up these 3 sheets, so because Anshul, these marks are readily available.
Can I ask for clarification in the middle, in between, right?
Hanji, bataiye ma'am.
Hanji. So what I have understood is usually, you end up doing, या हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम ना हमेशा copy paste करते रहते हैं.
हाँ जी.
इसमें मेरे को लगता है कई बारी अगर एक भी कॉलम, एक भी सेल ऊपर नीचे हो जाए तो सारे मार्क्स ना ऊपर नीचे हो जाते हैं. So what I can see is right now that आपने जो किया, आपने link कर दी. So that means the sheet which you had created for weekly test 1, you have linked it to your term 1 sheet, and the marks are being changed and added there automatically once you have filled up the weekly test 1.
Yes, ma'am. No data entry has been done in the sheet which is visible to you right now.
Yeah. So all
haven't entered anything manually.
ये जो 16 है, ये जो 5 है, ये जो best, ये जो दोनों चीजें हैं,
automatically calculate हुआ है. ये हमने एक तरीके से, you can say we have created a mini software kind of a thing.
So we don't have to really cut, copy, paste and be worried about that कि उसमें कोई गलती ना हो जाए.
No, it is automatically taking up the values from the earlier sheets and calculating the result and even calculating the grades. What you have to do, suppose this is accountancy result, accountancy teacher has to hand over this result to the class teacher, and the class teacher can prepare the result or give the grades accordingly.
Perfect. Thank you so much for clarifying that.
So now weekly test 1 marks will be automatically taken from the weekly test 1 sheet, then weekly test 2. And now what is this? This is best of weekly test. Now again, we have applied a certain formula, since in the beginning only I told you that we will be selecting 1 weekly test, because we have given the option to the students. There are certain students who are unable to perform in one of the exams. So don't make them into a disadvantageous position, we have given this option that only 1 weekly test, one of best weekly tests will be selected. Now suppose there are 2 weekly tests, so this cell is automatically taking the best value. Since you can see 16 is the highest value, it is automatically taking 16 as the best weekly test value. So this is the most important thing, one of the best thing in this sheet which you can learn. Then again we are converting this because it is always easier to convert every marks out of 100, because to take out the percentage, it becomes very easy then. So it is hardly matter. You don't have to calculate. The system is doing, the software is doing. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to apply a simple formula. So again, I have formulated this and converted into out of 100. So this 16 becomes 53%. Then coming to this half yearly exams, this has automatically taken the values from the half yearly result. I'll show you. See, this is 60, 66 and 15 for Aditi in half yearly exam. So I'll coming to this sheet. This is half yearly. This is 66 and 15. Next value is 40 and 17. 40 and 17, you can see this is term 1. Next, Anil is getting 40 and 17. So this is how the sheets have been interlinked automatically. You don't have to do anything in this sheet. Once you have, it will hardly take 1 hour to maximum 1 hour if for a beginner to prepare this sheet. Once you have already prepared this sheet, I'm talking about the entire sheet till consolidated result. This is, we have done till half yearly only till now. So it will hardly take maximum 1 hour for a beginner to prepare this. Once you have prepared this, and you have to be tension free. Then again, coming further, Now again, I have converted this half yearly. I have totaled up this half yearly and practical marks, which have been converted into 100. Now this is again, this is theory version. I have again shown this, though already here the analysis was there. But again, so that I have everything on one sheet, I have done this also. So that in half yearly result, I can just show parents or principal or the class teacher this entire one sheet and the entire analysis could be done. So I've again copied and pasted, or you can again calculate this percentage of pass, whether the student is getting 33% in his theory exam or not. Again, this formula for pass or fail has been applied, and accordingly a student scoring less than 33 is being denoted fail. Okay. Now the second part is the result compilation for term 1. So our procedure, our policy for term 1 was, this was the assessment procedure, as you can see, 15% of the best weekly test and 85% of the total of half yearly. 15% of the best weekly test and 85% of the total of half yearly. So again, now there must be teachers who is saying, sir, what about the students who are failing in theory exam? So what you have to do, you have to take a retest or whatever the policy of school is. This is term 1, sorry. So whatever the policy of school is, accordingly, you have to take the retest of the student and accordingly change the marks in the half yearly report. Okay. And again, if it's showing fail, so it hardly matters whether in aggregate student is scoring 33 or 55 or whatever percentage he is getting. If it is showing fail, it means that retest need to be considered or some remedial actions need to be taken. And now this is the consolidated.
अंशुल, इसमें आपने क्या किया? आपने थ्योरी पे लगा दिया है.
सिर्फ थ्योरी पे लगाया, क्योंकि मैम अगर बच्चा थ्योरी में फेल है,
क्लियर्ड सेपरेटली एंड वी आर अज्यूमिंग, जैसे हमेशा होता है बच्चों का, कि प्रैक्टिकल में वो निकल जाते हैं. थियरी इज द सब्जेक्ट, यू नो, वेयर दे फेल और रीटेस्ट हैज टू बी कंडक्टेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट. So here you have converted the percentage of theory marks into 100, right?
And ma'am, as per CBSE also, we can't give less than 6 marks to students in practical examination. This is the policy, I think, unless a student is absent. So 6 is the minimum criteria. I think, I'm not sure, but I think I have read it somewhere. 6 is the minimum out of 26. That is the 30% weightage has to be given in practical. So there are hardly any chances of a student failing in practical exams. So coming to the final consolidation for term 1, here in this cell, that is the L column, we have taken 15% weightage of this person. That is the F column, that is weekly test weightage. And then 85% weightage have been taken of the final, that is the theory subject. I think that will be much clearer now. This is what we have got is the 100% result for term 1. In L column, we have got 100% result for term 1. Now this is the allotment of grades. This is a bit complicated formulation. We'll be of course explaining this. So this is an if formulation. That is the only formula, major formula that have been used today. So this is how grades have been calculated. You can check also, since this is the grading system provided by CBSE. I have taken it from the internet, so I don't know the authenticity of this grading system. So for the timing, you can modify accordingly. Whatever is the grading process, you can give a 5 grade system, you can give a 10 grade system, whatever is the process, you can go accordingly, you can change the formula. So here you can check, see if 41 is C2. So you can see this is 40, 41. If a student is getting 41, he will be marked C2. So automatically this has been calculated by Excel. We don't have to do anything once we have prepared this automated sheet. Again, there is an analysis. Again, see, only once I have prepared this sheet, only once I have prepared this analysis table, this small table I have prepared. And again, every time I'm just copying and pasting it. So again and again, I don't have to do those hectic formulations again and again. I can just copy and paste it. This is only in the first sheet. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, Ji. Perfect. I said this is really good that we can copy paste and we can bring it forward. I'll just take a second here to welcome Mr. Kaushik Nagarajan. Yes, and he's joined us as a panelist, and he will be looking after all your question answers there along with Shashi ma'am. So just wanted to welcome him.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, so sorry, Anshul, I took away that.
No problem, ma'am. No problem.
And now I think everybody is excited to learn about how did we reach here with everything kind of being calculated automatically just with the press of button. I think let's just start off and we can get the ball rolling here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure. again, now since term 1 has been done, our task becomes easy. We just have to copy and paste all these sheets for term 2. So this is weekly test 3 that will be counted in term 2. Then weekly test 4, same sheets with same formulas, weekly test 4. Then annual examination. Annual examination, again, we have just copied and pasted the formulations and formatting of half yearly sheet. And this is the consolidated sheet, which is only one column is extra in this, apart from that half yearly term 1 sheet. What is the difference is, since this is the term 2 result, which we have already discussed, I've just consolidated the result, the final result, whether the student, how much the student is securing as a consolidated result of term 1 and term 2. Here I'll be again showing you this. This is the consolidated result preparation. The criteria which we have defined was 30% weightage for term 1 and 70% weightage for term 2. So again, in the consolidated sheet, apart from the term 1 sheet, we have just added this column. Okay, and this is very simple. You just have to take 30% result of that sheet and 70% result of sheet 2. This is this value. Okay, and again, we just have to again copy and paste the formulation for grades. So this is how the entire sheet will be working. So let me first show you how the I'll be emptying one cell first. How is it working? Suppose this is for Aditi. First, I am doing it 0 for every sheet so that you can see how does it works. Okay, and half yearly also, again, I am giving 0. In all exams, I am giving this girl 0. Okay, term 1, I don't have to touch this because it is all formulation sheet. Then weekly test, again, I'm just editing those cells which I have the authority to. What else you can do? You can also block these other cells in which you have applied the formulation. I'll be telling you in the further sessions how to block the cells and how to protect your sheets one you have already created it. So let me show you how is it working. I'm again giving 0 in every exam.
अंशुल, मैं अदिति होती तो मैं बहुत गुस्सा हो जाती तुमसे.
अदिति
आपने मुझे सब एग्जाम्स में 0 दे दिया.
मैम अभी देते हैं मैम, इसको टॉपर बनाते हैं, वेट कीजिए.
अच्छा, फिर ठीक है.
देखिए, हाँ जी मैम. तो आउट ऑफ 30, सी हाउ इज इट कैलकुलेटेड. सिंस मैम हैज सेड कि भैया अगर मैम को अदिति मान ले तो विल बी गिविंग हर 30. So 100%, it comes out to be 100%. It is easier to check also. That is why I'm giving full marks to her. Then 30, again the coding becomes green and it becomes pass. Okay, and in half yearly also, again I'll be giving her full marks, 80 and 20 out of 20. It becomes 100%. 100% in theory, 100% overall. So she becomes pass. Then in term 1, I don't have to touch anything. Automatically it has taken 30, 30, and highest is 30. Percentage in weekly test becomes 100%, theory is 80, practical is 20. You can see total becomes 100, percentage is 100, and she is scoring A1. So this is how it has worked. Again for term 2 also, I'll be giving her 30. How is it working? So then here also 30. Then in annual exam also, I'll be giving her full marks. So now you can see this is the annual examination, and automatically the consolidated result. This is the consolidated result. You can see this is 30, 30, 30 again, and she is scoring A1. Now see also M column. M column, what we have taken 30% weightage of term 1, which was 100, so 30 again, and 70% weightage of term 2, which is 70. So 30 plus 70 becomes 100. So this is how this sheet is working. Since I've taken too much time, I'll be quickly explaining this. Ma'am, should I make a new sheet or should be explaining within this only? I think that would be much better.
empty करके sir, let's just redo the formulas.
हाँ जी, ठीक है मैम.
Let's start from any weekly test. I think that will help us, and we will just go by the percentage. Then the formula of the pass and fail, if you could explain that, and if you could write the formulas on the side what you're writing.
हाँ बिल्कुल मैम, sure.
They can see what you're writing.
So coming to sheet 1, this is simple writing. What I have done, this I have written this and merge cell. How can merge? Suppose if I am not merging it, it will appear like this. You will start typing in the first column, that is column A. It will appear. Formatting is also important because to be presentable, formatting is very, very important. So again, if you type this class 11B commerce, so it will appear like this. So what I have done, I have selected all the cells. You can use it. You can select this with a mouse, or best part is you should try reducing the usage of your mouse and try using keyboard shortcuts. Press the shift key and press the right movement key and select the entire 4 columns which you want to consider, and just press merge and center. It will come in center. Again, this is what I have done for weekly test 1 and 2. The next columns as well. So again, type in the column A, select all the columns you want as a head, then select merge and center. So this is how this basic formatting has been done. You can color this. Here there's a fill color mark, and you can color as per your need, whatever is your choice, pink, blue, green, whatever it is. Now this is the basic formatting. You just have to write down the names. There could be a situation somewhat. I'll be explaining this also. These days teachers are using Google Forms to collect the data. Suppose there are marks available to you and there's a list which is not in proper order. Suppose this is Aditi is there. Suppose this is someone, Mani, Honey, then Sunny. So these are 3 names and you have to sort them alphabetically. So what you can do, you just have to select all these by pressing the shift key and pressing the above arrow key or below arrow key. And here on the formulation bar and the home tab, you can see there is sort and filter. This is sort and filter. You can just go to it. You go to custom sort. Okay, you go to custom sort and it shows sort by column. Sort by column. Okay, here it is as per column B. Sort on values in order A to B. So when you select OK, it automatically becomes alphabetically. H comes first, then M, and then S. So this is how you can prepare the entire list if it is not in proper order. If it is not alphabetically available, you can do that also in Excel. Then coming to this, we have noted down the names. Then again, this has been done manually. This is manual feeding. You can enter any marks, whatever is the score of the student. Again, coming to the first formula, that is the percentage formula, basic formulation, nothing else. What I have done, you can use both. You can use equal to also, you can use plus sign also. Sometimes when number pad, suppose some laptops don't have that number pad available, you can use equal to sign. That is much easier to use. Suppose if number pad is available, so it is easier to use the plus sign. You can do it with plus sign also. You can do it with equal to sign also, any formulation. So if you put the plus sign, what you have to do, you don't have to use your mouse. Try avoiding using your mouse. Okay, you just enter the plus key and then use the left arrow key and select the cell in which you want to give the percentage. I want to percentile or give percentage to these marks. So these marks are out of 30. So I have selected that cell. Now press the division sign. Divided by 30, the total marks. Divided by 30 into 100. So if it is 25 divided by 25 into 100. So my maximum marks are 30. So I have done 30. So this is how the percentage is being calculated.
Just a little bit slow, one step at a time. Please repeat, because I think somewhere you are such an expert that you go, oh, this is basic. But then when we are learning as beginners. So for us, this is not basic. So yes, even if they want to select or use the mouse pad or anything, selecting the column, using the is equal to or the plus sign, you were saying does not make a difference, right? So if you could write a formula with a plus as well as the equal to.
Yes, I'll be explaining it. First, I'm using equal to sign. You don't have to try avoiding using mouse, because sometimes there can be mistakes when you are using mouse. So try using your keyboard only, the up arrow key, down arrow key, left or right key. I've just pressed equal to sign and now I'm moving left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see there is one ring coming around C column, C4 column, as you can see. And in the formula bar also, you can see the C4 column has been highlighted automatically. Yes. Here also you can see C4 column has been highlighted. So what you have to do, you have to divide whatever is your value divided by the maximum marks. You have to divide it by the maximum marks. Maximum marks in this case are 30. So division sign, this is the division sign available in your computer on your computer keyboard. Divide it by 30, that is the maximum marks. Okay, so select the cell, divide it by 30, okay, and then multiply it by whatever percent. This is, we have to convert it into 100%. So multiply, that is the asterisk sign you have to use, multiplied by 100. So this is how we'll be getting the result. Now again you'll be saying, sir, आपका तो यहाँ पे 83 आया, यहाँ पे 83.333, ये क्या कर दिया आपने? So again, this is just a basic formatting. I have just rounded it off. If you don't want to round off, what you can do, in the home tab here, you can see there is one comma being denoted, comma style. You first have to press this. Okay, now this comma system has been, now decimal system has been activated automatically. When you press the comma tab, it automatically validates the decimal system. Now you can increase the decimals or reduce the decimals. You can see there it is written increase decimals and decrease decimals. So I want to decrease, I don't want any decimal places. So it will automatically decrease the decimals. Suppose it was 83, suppose it has been 83. Suppose I'm giving here 26 marks. ठीक है ना? तो यहाँ पे अगर हम देखेंगे डेसिमल प्लेस, अगर डेसिमल प्लेस लगाते हैं तो इट कम्स आउट टू 86.67. तो इट ऑटोमेटिकली राउंड्स ऑफ टू नियरेस्ट वन नंबर. ठीक है, तो इफ आई रिमूव इट, इट विल बिकम 87. ठीक है, दिस इज
अंशुल, वी डोंट हैव टू गो बाय कि हमको बताना पड़े कि 0.5 से ये कर लो या 0.5. वी आर सेइंग डेसिमल सिस्टम, द वे इट वर्क्स, 0.5 and above is rounded off to the next round figure.
There are
आपसे automatically लग जाएगा यहाँ पे, right?
Other formulations are available जिसमें वो 0.5 को नीचे भी round off करता है, but we'll be discussing in those in other sessions. अभी के लिए because most probably जैसे जो universally होता है कि if it is going beyond 0.5, it automatically rounds off to the next number. तो अभी के लिए it is simple also to select here and automatically reduce the decimal place. If you don't want to reduce the decimal place, again you can increase it by selecting increase decimal place.
So now do I do this for each and every column there or each and every child, या क्या करूंगी मैं?
No, बस ये मुझे एक ही बारी करना था पूरी शीट में. चारों वीकली टेस्ट के लिए मुझे ये सारा काम एक ही बारी करना था. Since I have already done this, now what I'll be doing, I have selected, I have copied and pasted these cells, these formulation. I select both the columns. Since there are two formulas, again I haven't told this pass column as yet. Let me tell that first, then I'll be telling you how we can copy and paste these. So this is the result. The result is being shown pass or fail. Now how this result has been calculated? So now result is nothing but since we have already calculated the percentage in one of the cells. So what we have applied now, we have applied this formulation. Suppose if a particular cells, now just see, again this time I'm using, whenever you are using only numbers, you can use plus sign or is equal to sign. When you are working with numbers only. But when you are working with these if formula or any other formula you are working, here you can see that I haven't used any formula. I've just used basic arithmetic. So in that you can use either equal to sign also or plus sign also. It will work. But whenever I'm using a formula, since now I'll be using a formula, that is the if function I'll be using. So in that case, the only option available to you is you have to use the equal to sign. Try avoid using plus sign here. So that is the basic thing you need to know. Or by default, you can always use the equal to sign. It will always work.
Yeah.
So again, I'll be applying this formula, whether a student is pass or fail, by using the if function. That is if, if, then bracket start, if, then bracket start. Okay, then I have to give the logical test. What I want to consider. What is the logic behind this formulation? What logic I want to consider? I want to consider the logic. If a student is getting less than 33 marks, he should be declared as fail. If a student is getting less than 33 marks, he should be declared as fail. So if function is student marks are being denoted in column D. So again, here with the mouse, with the help of a mouse or with the help of those left arrow keys, you can select the cell. This is D4 now. I have selected the cell D4. If the student in the marks whose are written in D4, if marks in D4 are less than 33, less than column, less than value, if is equal to, if D4 is equal to less than 33. if D4 is less than 33, this is my logical test. I can also put keep less than or equal to 33. If 33% wale ko I want to consider fail, I can also put less than or equal to 33, just like this, equal to less than. So it can be used, but I am considering that ki less than 33 is fail, and if it is 33, the student is 33 or above, the student is passed. So I have created a logic that 33, below 33 and above 33. So now what I have to do next, I have put up the logical test. Now what I have to do is put a comma. Okay. So what if the value is true? That is, what if the value is less than, the logical test is ki value should be less than 33. Now what should the system should indicate if the value is less than 33? Now, since I want alphabets, I want words to be appeared here, I have to use double colon to be used. It has to be used. Okay, na? Then what I'll apply is fail. If less than 33, then fail. I've written it in double inverted commas. I have written. Okay, you have to note down that in double inverted commas you have to write down. If any value and any word you have to denote, it has to be written in double inverted commas. So till now what we have done is, if D4 column, the value percentage is less than 33%, you have to denote, automatically system will denote fail. Then again I have to put the comma. It now value is false. Now what if the value is not less than 33%? So denote pass, again in inverted commas, double inverted commas. Okay, brackets have a major role to play. So you have to close the bracket. Now the formulation is complete. Now since the formulation is complete, you can press enter. Now this automatically declares pass. So I applied this formula here in column E. So now what I have shown is, now you can see, since I have applied the formula in both the columns for Aditi, the student name is Aditi. Now for rest of the students, I don't have to do any other thing. I'll just remove this. I'll just copy and paste. Okay, select both the cells, Control C. Select both the cells and press Control C. By down arrow key, come down, then select both the cells. Again, I'm using the Shift key. I'm using Shift key. Suppose this from this column, this row, I'm coming down. I am pressing the Shift key, then I'm pressing the right arrow key to select it. And again, now I have left both the keys. Now to select for all the 20 students, I have been pressing Shift key again and down arrow key. I have pressed Shift key and down arrow key. Okay. Now I've selected the entire column C. You can see till 20. This has to be denoted till 20. So what I have to do, I have to press the Shift key and right key first, so that H and I columns are selected. And for selecting rows, I have to press the Shift key and down arrow key. So now the entire selection I have made. Now Control V. Okay, so in this way, the entire cell, the entire formulation get copied and pasted. This is the easiest way. The other way around is, you can also, what you can do is, suppose here I have applied the formula in this column only. In this column only, I have applied the formula. I'm removing the formula from all the other cells. Okay, so I've deleted it. Okay, now let's see how it works. So what I have done, I've applied the formula here. Here you can see there are 4 small dots available. Very 4 small dots. Very 4 small dots available. Okay, na? What you have to do, the plus sign will be done. The black plus sign will be indicated whenever your cursor is on those 4 small dots. You just have to press your left mouse, left key of the mouse 2 times. Okay, it will automatically be copied and pasted to all the cells, and up to 20 only, up to the array that you have already created. Okay, again I'll be showing you again. In E column, you can see, in E column, see again, this is this 4 small dots you can see. I'll be putting my mouse cursor on it. It will become black. Okay, the plus sign will become black. Again, from the left key of the mouse, I'll be pressing it 2 times. So it will automatically be copied and pasted for all other 19 students. So this is how you can do again, and you can also use copy and paste the traditional method.
So Anshul, हम इसको drag भी कर सकते हैं? ड्रैग करके हम लेके जा सकते हैं नीचे?
ड्रैगिंग के लिए देयर आर सर्टन एमएस ऑफिस जिसमें वो ड्रैगिंग नहीं चलता है, तो उसके लिए आपको ड्रैगिंग करने के लिए आई एम टेलिंग यू, इफ यू कैन सी, आपको यहाँ पे जाना है, विंडोज बटन को क्लिक करके एक्सेल ऑप्शंस पे जाना है, एक्सेल ऑप्शंस में एडवांस एक्सेल पे जाना है, यहाँ पे एक आपका ऑप्शन आता है एडिटिंग ऑप्शंस में, दिस मस्ट बी टिक्ड। कभी कभार क्या होता है जब हम नया स्टार्ट करते हैं तो ये टिक नहीं होता है, तो ड्रैगिंग तब नहीं चलती है। एंड ड्रैगिंग में कभी कभार वो कॉपी पेस्ट की जगह वो नेक्स्ट वैल्यू भी जनरेट कर देता है, तो इट इज मच बेटर टू यूज Ctrl+C Ctrl+V और दिस थिंग वी कैन बी यूज, इट इज टाइप ऑफ ड्रैगिंग ओनली मैम, इट इज मच इजियर वे।
ठीक है जी। सो अगर हम थोड़ा सा बायलिंगुअल हो सकते हैं अंशुल, बिकॉज देयर आर पार्टिसिपेंट्स हु वुड बी मोर कंफर्टेबल इफ यू आर बायलिंगुअल, सो दोनों चीजें आप एक चीज को मतलब दोनों लैंग्वेजेस में एक बार ही समझा दीजिए प्लीज।
ठीक है मैम। मैम इसको अभी आगे चलते हैं, इसके आगे
चलते हैं, बिल्कुल। सो नाउ व्हाट वी अंडरस्टूड इज, आपने एक हमको इफ वाला फॉर्मूला दिखा दिया है कि दैट इज अगर D4 जो हमारा था वो अगर लेस देन 33 है तो द amount, what amount would be here, the words here will be fail, otherwise 33 and above will be pass। ये ऑटो अब अपने आप हो गया और हमने सारा कॉपी कर लिया, और परसेंटेज वाज अ सिंपल मैथमेटिकल calculation, nothing of a formula as such, right?
This is not a mathematical, बिल्कुल बहुत सिंपल है, इसमें बस हमने बस वैल्यूज को सिलेक्ट करके डिवाइड बाय 30 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100 कर दिया, nothing else।
Perfect। So अब अगर हम उस पे चले जाएं, how we are making it as a 15%?
How we are making it as
a 15% weightage, आपने वो कराया था ना?
मैम पहले एक बार इसका एनालिसिस कर ले, नीचे वाला पास परसेंट
ठीक है ना मैम,
उसमें ये कर लेते हैं। अब इस एनालिसिस में क्या है